Professor of Law at UCLA, Khaled Abou El Fadl. Professor, diplomacy seems a long way off this evening.
Yeah, I think diplomacy skips the essential issue of the illegal occupation of the West Bank and Gaza, the illegal blockade of Gaza, the illegal storming of the Aqsa Mosque, preventing access to prayers in the Aqsa Mosque. There's a long history of violations by Israel that go unanswered by the international community, largely because of the political backing that Israel has with the United States, as well as some other countries.
And that doesn't seem likely to change, does it, in the next few days? Where else could Palestinians seek international help from?
You know, the problem is that the Palestinians have now been essentially betrayed by a lot of their traditional supporters in the Arab world. The United Arab Emirates normalizing relations with Israel, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia's soft stance, Egypt's regular policies of literally holding Israel without responsibility for all the human rights violations that are committed. I mean, the Geneva Convention is consistently violated by Israel on a regular basis as an occupying force. The evictions in Sheikh Jarrah are unlawful. Everyone knows that. The way Israel has handled the Aqsa Mosque is unlawful. Everyone knows that. But you know, the last major escalation of violence was in 2014. The war crimes that were committed then have remained unanswered. So yet we see another round of Israeli violations, gross violations of human rights. And unfortunately, I'm very skeptical about Israel being held responsible at any time in the near future.
This once again seems to be a fight principally between followers of Hamas and the Israelis. Do you think other politicians look on at this fight and despair, or do they support what Hamas is doing?
I really don't think it is an issue just of Hamas and Israel. I think the problems here started with the Sheikh Jarrah evictions, the conflict we saw around the Aqsa Mosque. Hamas is the party that responds using violent means, and there's a long list of historical grievances that both sides can point to when it comes to the use of violence. But you know, it remains consistently an issue that any Palestinian, not just those in Gaza, but any Palestinian that lives under occupation, can see no future. They could end up being homeless at any time, becoming a dispossessed, displaced human being at any time without real recourse by the international community or from the international community. And that, I think, remains a problem.
Professor Khaled Abou El Fadl, thank you very much indeed.